We're going to use the wall for this short yin class, so you can bring the short edge of your mat up against the wall. Then you can lie down, let the soles of your feet come together, let the knees open wide. If you have blocks or pillows or bolsters, you can support the thighs. Just allow the body to begin to relax. If it's comfortable, you can let your eyes to softly close. Let your breath be completely natural. And see if, as you cycle through each breath, if you can feel a sense of relaxation just coming over the body. So feeling the muscles let go of their grip on your bones. See if you can just feel everything begin to slow down. So the pace of your breath begins to slow. Maybe the thoughts in the mind begin to slow down. With each breath, you keep drawing yourself deeper and deeper into this present moment. As your body relaxes, see if you notice your inhale starting to reach deeper down towards the lower belly. So keeping the breath natural, but just allowing the breath to deepen naturally as the body relaxes. So trying to strive for a deeper belly breath, where the length of the inhale matches the length of the exhale. And you can gently draw the knees together. You can move your props to one side. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Gently rock from side to side. You can extend the left leg long and keep the right knee hugged in towards the chest. Inhale, let it draw away, and exhale, squeeze it in towards the right armpit. Inhale again, let it draw away, and exhale, squeeze it in towards the right armpit. Inhale, exhale, squeezing, and we'll hold here for a breath, maintaining that breath, that natural belly breath. Then from here, we're going to come into our half happy baby. You can bring the sole of the left foot onto your mat, and we're going to grab the outside or inside edge of the right foot, bringing the sole of the right foot parallel towards the ceiling. You can gently rock from side to side, just bringing a little bit of movement in the hip, eventually settling in at center. If it's comfortable, you can extend that left leg long. If you find that your right shoulder is lifting off of your mat, you can always place a strap or a belt around the sole or the ball of the right foot so that you can keep your shoulder relaxed and connected to your mat. Allow all the muscles to soften. See if you can just allow the hips to really sink into the pose. Keep that knee reaching down towards your mat. And then on your next exhale, you can gently bend the knee, hug it in towards the chest, and then extend it long beside the left. And we'll switch sides, squeezing the left knee in towards the chest. On an inhale, let it draw away, and exhale, squeeze left knee towards the left armpit. Inhaling again as you draw away, and exhale, squeezing in towards the left armpit. Inhale, draw away, exhale, squeezing in. Holding for a breath. And then coming into our half happy baby, you can bring the sole of the right foot to your mat, grabbing the outside or inside edge of the left, bringing the sole of the left foot parallel to the ceiling, gently rocking from side to start, just to bring a little bit of movement to the hip. Remembering to use a strap if you need to. Trying to keep that left shoulder connected to your mat. You can keep that right knee bent, or if it's comfortable, you can extend that right leg long. And with every exhale, see if you can feel that left knee reaching a little bit closer towards your mat. So our yin practice is very passive. We're never forcing. We allow the help of gravity to help gently open up the joints, to work into the deep connective tissues in our joints. Always directing our inhales to the places where we feel the greatest tension, and then using our exhales to soften. After your next breath, you can gently release, hug the knee in, and then extend it long. We're going to inhale, reach the fingertips away from the balls of the feet, and exhale, soften. From here, you can make your way to one side, press yourself up. We're going to bring one hip right up against the wall, so seated with one hip right up against the wall, and then we're going to rock ourselves back, coming onto our backs and swinging our legs up, coming with our legs up against the wall. We're going to come into our straddle, so you can bring your props or your blocks nearby. Let the legs open wide, coming into a V, and letting your legs be supported by your blocks. So placing your blocks in a way where you find that the muscles in the legs can completely soften, trusting the support of your blocks. You can keep your hips butted up right up against the wall, or if it's a little bit more comfortable to scooch them away, you have the option to have a little bit of a gap between the hips and the wall. Really focus on softening here. The target of our yin practice is our joints. So here we soften all our muscles as much as we can, because when our muscles are engaged, they absorb all the stress of the pose, and they don't allow the stress that we're applying in the pose to reach those deep yin connective tissues in our joints. So keeping the muscles soft allows the stress to pass through the muscles and into the joints where we're trying to target. See if you can feel that sense of surrendering with every exhale. In our yin practice, as we come into each pose, we commit to stillness. So we come into a pose till we get to our edge, that point where if you were to go any further, you would be forcing. And once you come to your edge, then we commit to be still. So we still the body, the breath, and the mind. So we resist the urge to fidget. We allow the breath to be quiet and calm. And we try and keep our awareness in this moment, either focusing on our breath or on the sensations that we currently feel in the body. Anything that helps keep you in this moment. Anything that helps you from being drawn away by your thoughts. After your next exhale, you can bring the hands to the outer thighs. Assist the knees to gently bend and hug the knees in towards the chest. You can gently rock side to side. Allow the hamstrings to release, the inner groin. You can extend the legs straight up the wall, maybe shake out the legs. We're going to come into our thread the needle. We're going to start by crossing the right ankle over top of the left thigh, flexing the right toes back towards the shin. And when you're ready, you can begin to slide the left heel down, maybe bringing the sole of the left foot onto the wall. Just allow the sensations to guide you in the pose, making sure that you don't go too deep, that you don't force yourself into the pose. Here in our yin practice, it's okay if the lower back lifts up off the ground. If you prefer to have your lower back supported by your mat, you can scoot yourself a little bit away from the wall so that the lower back can rest on your mat. There's no way that's right, just as long as you don't never feel any pain or any severe discomfort in your lower back. You can let your arms rest down by your sides, palms face up, or you can gently press that right knee away with the right elbow. See if with every exhale you can feel your hips really sinking into the pose. And making sure you notice those opportunities when your body is inviting you to go deeper into the pose. So when you find yourself feeling a little bit too comfortable, or when you notice that the sensations in the pose are beginning to fade away, you can move yourself a little bit deeper until you reach your next edge. And then again, we hold here and we commit to stillness. Staying connected with our breath. From here, we're going to cross that right leg directly over top of the left. We're going to come into a reclined twist. So we're going to walk that left foot all the way down until it meets the base of the wall. We're going to extend that right arm out in line with the right shoulder, coming into a twist, looking over the right shoulder if it's comfortable with your neck. You can reposition yourself here if it's a little bit more comfortable to move yourself a little bit further away from the wall. Even though we're in a twist, we still feel our ribs and diaphragm expand on every inhale and contract on every exhale. On your next inhale, you can inhale that right arm back up and over, uncross the legs, and exhale, rolling back onto the back, hugging the knees in. Gently rock side to side. Extending the legs up, again, maybe giving them a little shake. And moving on to the left side, this time we'll cross the left ankle over top of the right thigh. Flexing the left toes back towards the shin. Making sure that we maintain the integrity of the alignment of that left ankle. So be aware if you're sickling the ankle or internally rotating the ankle. Then you can begin to slide that right heel down until you reach that point where your body begins to resist. So your edge. See every exhale as an opportunity to sink further and surrender a little bit more into the pose. Notice if there's any distracting thoughts in the mind. One of the goals of our yin practice is to practice mindfulness, so being present and in the moment. So we use our breath and the sensations that we feel in the body as tools to help keep us present throughout our practice. So when you notice that your thoughts are trying to drag you away into the past or into the future, allow your awareness to just settle on the breath, on each inhale and exhale, or on the sensations that you're currently feeling. Notice if any of the muscles around the hips are engaged. Just allow them to soften. Allow them to sink a little bit further into the pose. Allow the face to soften. Let the eyebrows soften and the jaw. Notice if that encourages the rest of the body to soften. From here we'll come into our twist, so we're going to cross the left leg directly over top of the right. We're going to walk that right foot down until it reaches the base of the wall. Repositioning yourself if you need to, move yourself away from the wall. We'll inhale as we reach that left arm up and exhale as you come into your twist, looking over the left shoulder if it's comfortable for the neck. On your next inhale, inhale that left arm back up and over. Uncross the legs. Exhale, coming back onto your backs, knees hugged in. Rocking gently side to side. We'll extend our legs back up the wall. Shake out the legs. On an inhale, we're going to reach our fingertips away, reach the balls of the feet away. And on an exhale, soften. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach the fingertips away, the balls of the feet towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, softening, coming into Shavasana. Your arms can come by your sides, palms face up. We'll stay in our Shavasana with our legs up the wall. Allowing the eyes to softly close. Feeling the body completely surrender its weight onto the mat. Letting go of every muscle. And also letting go of your breath. Just allowing your breath to flow freely. Let your awareness start at your toes and slowly travel its way all the way up the body, pausing in any areas where you find you're still holding a little bit of tension. Using your exhales to soften. Feeling yourself feeling heavier and heavier on your mat. Eventually making your way up the neck, into the face, softening the hinge of the jaw, softening the eyes and the eyebrows and the forehead, and allowing your awareness to just settle on that space between your eyebrows, noticing what it feels like to just be in this moment. So gently allow your breath to deepen once again. Let your head gently rock from side to side. You can gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. And again, we're going to reach our fingertips up and away, pressing the balls of the feet towards the top of the ceiling. On an exhale, you can hug everything in, eventually making your way to your left side. We'll pause here for a breath. And on your next inhale, you can press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Let your palms meet at heart center. Let your eyes softly close and bow your heads forward, taking a moment to thank yourself for taking the time to practice today. And thank you for letting me guide you today. Namaste.